This British Open edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WinBet. Bet $50 at WinBet and get $200 in free bets. Bet big, win bigger with WinBet. Download the WinBet app now or visit WINNBet.com and start winning today. We're also brought to you by Sleeper. You already play fantasy on Sleeper, but now you can win cold hard cash with their over/under game. Just head to sleeper.com/SGP on your phone to join the SGPN group, and Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit up to $100. That's sleeper.com/SGP. And make sure to check out our new Discord server, the perfect place to interact and sweat bets with the entire SGPN crew. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord.
This is Jerry Glanville, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer? Dog.
I just want to apologize again on behalf of all people scared of large, beautiful heads. We're back, Sean. We're back with a nice stiff side by side. So here we go.
Here we go. Indeed. We're going to be talking some golf. We're going to be joined by Boston Capper from the one and only Golf Gambling Podcast. Ryan, I honestly blacked out during the pre-roll. Did I call it the British Open or the Open? I feel like this is always a point of contention. As real Americans, what should we call it? We call it the British Open, right? Because the Open's the U.S. Open, where I'm from.
It's an attempt by, again, right? They lost. They're bitter that they lost in 1776. They're bitter that they lost again in 1812, and now they're trying to mind fuck us by calling their championship the Open Championship, as if there's only one Open Championship. Come on, it's the British Open. Suck it.
You guys win the Revolutionary War. You get a name, the Opens. Until then, shut your. Yeah. No, I feel like I want to go harder on British people, but I love Malcolm and his quotes on the MLB Gambling Podcast are so great.
Yeah, they're better. They're better than us at words. They're better than us. We learned words from them. They're better than us at words. True
wordsmith.
Having Open championships, I don't know if they're better than us.
Just fun to bust England's chops. All right. And as always, we're brought to you by WinBet. Head over to winbet.com, bet big, win bigger. $50 bet turns into $200 in free wagers. And they even have a special promotion for the Open Championship. It's pretty sweet. So you get basically, as long as the player you're betting on to win it all, you make a $10 bet. If he wins, you get a $100 free bet. So again, win $100 free bet if the player you make a $10 plus bet on. Basically, placing a bet.
Isn't it a hole in one?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. I was going to say, if you bet on him to win, you're going to win anyway. Like that's nice of them to give you the bonus, but it's a hole in one, right? Which is pretty crazy. Yes. I think the weather might be nuts.
Yeah, I misread it. So again, as long as you have a $10 bet on the player, if they get a hole in one, you get a $100 free bet. So again, free bets on free bets over at WinBet. Offer subject to change, terms and conditions at winbet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WinBet is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
And so
joining us.
Sorry, Sean, the surprise on your face when I actually knew what I was talking about when it came to a WinBet offer. How about that? How about them apples, baby? The British Open, suck it.
Yes, here to talk the British Open, a man who served this great country abroad and domestically, true patriot in more ways than one, the one and only Boston Capper. What's up, Capper?
What's up, boys? I mean, that is a fucking great intro. And listen, for SEO purposes, absolutely the British Open. Did you hear? I said SEO. You would have never imagined that.
Wow.
Never
era, search engine optimization era, building a brand era.
Yeah, listen, it's all the golf nerds want to call it the Open. It's the fucking British Open. Everybody here calls it the British Open. Everybody across the pond calls it the Open. Like whatever. Like what
we have to ask. We have to ask Malcolm this. What do they call the Revolutionary War? Because they probably just called it like the uprising we lost.
Oh, listen. As a Boston guy who lived in Savannah. When I was a firefighter, my first dude, I was there the first weekend. I literally just left Jacksonville, got out of the Navy. I was a firefighter in Savannah. Like I didn't even have TV yet, so the Pats were on. Right, we just won the Super Bowl, so this was 05, right? So the opening of 05 season, they're dropping the banners. I'm in a bar, and I'm obviously
he just won.
Yeah, we just won. We're dropping the banner. Clearly, I am not from fucking Savannah, Georgia. And this guy comes up to me and goes, "How do you feel about the war of aggression?" I was like, "The fucking what?" And he was like, "The war of aggression." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'm just trying to watch the Pats game." And he's like, "The Civil War." And I was like, "Buddy, I don't."
War of aggression.
I don't have enough time for this. Dude, I'm just trying to watch the game. Please leave me alone. Like I was like, where did I fucking move? Where did I move?
I went to school in the South. The war of Northern aggression is one that's taught in the Deep South for sure.
Oh my God!
Did you know? Fun fact. Speaking of the war of Northern aggression, did you know the Mason-Dixon line goes through the state of New Jersey? You can use that. Anyone listening, feel free to use that one. Really blow the minds of someone around you. Anyway,
I guess it makes sense because it was what Maryland, right? Yeah. Maryland was the cutoff.
Northern aggression, baby. Let's go.
All right, we're not here to talk history. We are here to talk British Open. Capper. Unfortunately, Steve couldn't make us timing issue on our end, but he's usually great at coming in with some storylines that the golf world is buzzing about. Besides the whole live golf thing, which I don't know, I'm kind of burned out on. What are the big stories coming into the Open?
So, I mean, really the big one is Rory's obviously like a 9-1 favorite. You can find him 11-1 at some books. I know everybody's earmarked him to win. He didn't get to compete in 2015, and this should be what he wins, right? I'm not on board with it because he's basically an Englishman. He's a Northern Irishman, so he's not a real Irishman. And I mean, that's a big storyline. He's basically been the mouthpiece of golf since his live store has come out, and he's done a great job with it. I mean, he really has, as far as like being Moynihan's mouthpiece and trying to basically keep everybody in line and not give too much credence to live. He actually did a really pretty good interview with somebody. I think his name's Kyle Porter. I think he's from CBS. But yeah, so Rory winning, obviously huge. Tiger could be his last St. Andrews. Who knows? That's a huge storyline. Xander Schauffele has technically won 3 in a row. He's definitely won 2 in a row. He won the Pro-Am in between, but it was a really stacked field and he still won it.
Can I cut you off real quick? I noticed that you guys had Nagel's Bagels on the show, but he used a different name. I was like, who the fuck is Jeff Nagels? Speaking of Xander, is he going big time? We no longer Nagel's bag. He's
still Nagel's Bagels, but like, so we talked to him and like, so I call him Jeff. It's still weird to me that like when people call me Capper, like this is a pseudonym I made up because I didn't want my job to find out I was talking about gambling on the fucking internet. My name is not Boston Capper. It's Chris Clifford.
Whoa. I'll bleep that out.
Yeah, come on, please remove that.
So, and then, I mean, those are probably the 3 biggest storylines. Tiger, obviously, Rory, and I mean, Xander. I mean, he's the hottest fucking player on the planet right now. All of a sudden, he's always been right on the precipice of winning, right? And just could never fucking close the deal. It was the biggest joke. Like, he could only win no-cut events or fucking WGCs, Olympic medal, doesn't really fucking count. And now he's just stacked 2 victories with a Pro-Am in between. Looked really fucking good in Scotland. I feel like those are probably the 3 biggest storylines going into the Open.
So obligatory Tiger talk. Do we think he has a shot here in the British Open?
I mean, he's not going to win.
Oh,
no, he's not going to win. He's not going to win. But I do have a nice make cut prop. So
okay.
Xander, Spieth, and Woods, all to make the cut, plus 150.
Really?
Yeah, plus 150.
Okay. Spieth played well
good.
Spieth has played well at this course as well, right?
Yeah, he should have won, and he has a great open history, and his form coming in is fucking awesome right now. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, he played like shit and still had a chance to win last week at the Scottish. He won at the RBC. He won at the RBC Heritage. Yeah, I mean, look, he always plays well at the Opens. You want an imaginative golfer who can putt and can see the greens, and like Spieth is awesome. Like Spieth is one of my outrights this week. I ate low numbers. Like I think just the stud's going to win it this week. It's the 150th at St. Andrews. Like somebody good is going to win this fucking tournament. It's not going to be.
I'm sorry, Capper. If we could get a Jake working on a shirt that says "I ate low numbers" this week, that feels like a good golf gambling podcast.
But a low number for me is 16. Like you guys want to do cartwheels and shit when you hit a 16.
Oh,
I feel ashamed when I bet a 16.
So how many first round leader bets have you placed so far?
So I've only placed 4 because I want to see if there's going to be any more win splits. Right. I do 10 a week. Like I have a pattern. That's what I do. I hit. It's profitable. It is what it is. But I want to see what the weather's going to be like. You have to see, especially in Scotland. You got to wait. Like last week, I stayed up until 2:15 in the morning, waiting until lock to see if there's any withdrawals or anything like that to change anything in my DFS strategy. So
fucking nerd, dude. Imagine thinking that Boston Capper was going to turn into some huge fucking golf nerd. This
era grinded out win splits.
He chose to say earmark. He chose to say that.
That's not what you can do for your country, era, but what you can do for the golf gambling community by staying up to 2:15 to wait for
the irony and to pull back the curtain a little bit. I don't know.
Win report, era.
To pull back the curtain, we lost Sean. We lost you there for a brief second, right in the middle of your beautiful Boston Capper accent. And pulling back the curtain, Sean was. We got started a little late because Sean was coming home in the beautiful jungles of Costa Rica, and I just in my head visualized Jurassic Park immediately. Like he was in the car with Newman. It was a muddy road. We didn't know if we were going to see anyway. Moving forward, you chose to say earmarked. You're turning into something I would have never guessed, not in a million years.
Wait, did my JFK Boston Capper impression not come through?
We caught about, I'd say 80%.
A little bit of it. Yeah, and that's listen, you've talked to me for years, bro. Your Boston accent should be way better than basically Mayor Quimby on The Simpsons. Okay,
come on, Mayor Quimby, greatest character Quimby of all time.
Wait, was he the one with the fucking accent? Yeah, it was him, right? It was Quimby.
He was basically like a parody of the Kennedys.
Yeah, take Kennedy. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Any other big storylines we're missing before we get to everyone's favorite DFS idol?
I have a question, since I do think there's a weatherman bit in Capper's future on Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Now, maybe for football, we need to have the weather. Are we looking at a situation where we're looking to fade the morning or fade the afternoon?
So not right now, right? And so that's kind of what I'm waiting for, right? So yesterday when I looked, it looked one way. Day before it looked something different. And I mean, look, when you're doing these, especially in like DFS, when you're doing these like AM PM stacks or PM AM stacks, I mean, look, you could do it and it's still correct. But if you actually look, like Xander got the bad wave last week and won. JT got the bad wave at the PGA and he won. So it makes it to a point, right? Because you're getting a stroke and a half to a 2-stroke advantage. But last week I did the right thing. I did the AM PM stack in 50% of my lineups, but I got the wrong guys, man. Scotty missed the cut.
Mm-hmm.
The ear missed the cut. So you still have to hit the nuts and you still got to do it. But right now it looks like it's pretty even. But I mean, I'm literally not building any lineups. It's probably 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night.
We are a full 24 hours ahead of the Capper first build. I'm very excited for him to hear my lineup.
Listen, I know where I want to go, right? I know where I want to go, but if weather dictates it, then I will absolutely make changes.
You have to know when to come.
And as always, we are brought to you by Sleeper. That's right, Sleeper Fantasy. You can now, you probably already play Sleeper Fantasy. Capper's in our SGPN DGen Dynasty League over on Sleeper.
Champion, sir. Champion.
Okay, champion. You're listening to a podcast with a fantasy football champion like Boston Capper. And you could be a champion of parlay and player props. That's right. Paydays all the way up to 20x. And you get a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. Great for grinding out the MLB here in the middle of summer. Just go to sleeper.com/SGP on your phone. Get you set up there. And you get the 100% deposit bonus up to $100. Sleeper.com/SGP. Terms and conditions apply over at sleeper.com. All right, let's start rattling off some DFS plays. I almost put in Jordan Spieth, but then I remembered he was a Dallas Cowboys fan.
I'm not touching that.
Horrible mojo. Horrible mojo. Let's see. All right, my first one.
Are we building this on the fly, Sean?
No, I have it. I'm collecting my points for the case I'm going to make.
Okay.
Give me Colin Morikawa is my chalky play at $10,300. Kramer doesn't like my Colin Morikawa play.
He's not chalky. He's not chalky at all.
Well, I guess expensive. He's 10,300, 8 top 10 so far this season, 14 out of 17 cuts made, 74.4 fantasy points per game. Capper, talk me into Morikawa being a good play.
No, he's a terrible play.
What's wrong with Morikawa?
He's lost strokes putting in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 events. He is a world-class iron player. Right, he's supposed to be.
Yep, which is good.
Which is definitely good. What you want here, but he's just been mad lately. He just missed the cut at the Scottish Open.
You know what? All right, then I didn't. You know what? Then late swap. Give me Xander.
He's fine. Xander is uber chalky, but there's nothing bad you can say about Xander right now. He's literally the hottest golfer on the planet. He's doing everything right. There's nothing bad you can say about him.
Well, then who do you like?
No, Xander's fine.
Price point.
No, Xander. Listen, I love Xander. Xander's fine. Like, I mean, you drop down a little bit, right? You're not in that 10K range. So you just got to get different somewhere else, right? Listen, and chalk hits in these events. If you look at Augusta, you look at here, like, I think I looked at some earlier today. It was like 4 of the 6 highest owned players were finishing the top 10 last year. So, I mean, look, these communities, just like football, golf communities, are getting smarter with this type of stuff. So you can play chalk. You just have to be different somewhere else. And listen, I love Xander. I bet him to fucking win. I ate the low number. Yeah. Don't play Morikawa. Again, as an ownership play, if you're making like 100 lineups and you want to sprinkle some shit in, but I know you're not doing that, Sean. So no fucking.
All right. Lock him in.
All right, two things. One, Sean, did you know Capper makes lineups with an optimizer? Again, blowing your mind. This guy is full blown. Look, you stole my thunder. I'm going Xander. I was having that conversation with Mr. Jeff who knows Nagelbag. Too cool to be Nagelbagels. Jeff Nagels, his guy. I mean, again, I wanted to play Rory because that's obvious, and that's the way I build my lineups. Narrated plays, but it's really hard to put that in the. I have figured out that if you can avoid 5-figure guys, it's so much easier to make the lineup, and not having a dip into the 6,000s is helpful. So yeah, I mean, Xander's hot. Isn't form the most important thing?
Absolutely. Coming into a major, especially.
I'm not a golf expert, but when I watched Link's play seems very much confidence. Like. I feel like you can kind of play around hitting bad shots in links if you're just confident. I'm playing. I have some guys who are in good form right now. Obviously, it sounds like Capper likes that. We all ate the low number. God damn it! We got to make this shirt. We all ate the low number, and we love Xander this week, even though he spells his name beginning with an X.
Agreed. There's literally nobody hotter on golf right now than Xander. That's it. Like, I mean, he's
so
lights
hot.
out. Lights out.
So
lights
hot.
out. Oh, hot.
All right, what you got next, Sean?
Next play here, $9,500. Got this pick off of sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Give me Cam Smith. Ranks first in proximity from 100 to 125 yards. Third from 75 to 100 yards over the past 24 rounds. You could argue he has one of the best short games on the, putting on tour. He gained 7 strokes putting on similar greens last week on the Scottish Open.
Yep.
What is the angle hating on Cam Smith?
So the only thing with Cam Smith is he should be a better Open player than he is. Right. He doesn't have a great history at it, but he did, like you said, he just played really well in Scotland. And I mean, here's the thing, like he should have missed the cut. He grinded on fucking Friday, made the cut, had a good weekend. I love Cam Smith. He was my first bet of the week. I was able to get him at 30-1. If you need somebody who's imaginative, who has good short game, and it doesn't matter. His problem is always wild off the tee, right? I mean, it's what it is. So it doesn't matter so much here. So you can absolutely play Cam Smith all fucking day. You start with Xander and Cam. You actually are a little different, even though you're kind of chalky. There's going to be so many people who start with Rory and Xander or Rory and Spieth. Like you're going to be a little different. If you leave Rory off your card, you're going to be different off the jump. I love Cam Smith. Bet him outright. The only thing that worries me a little bit is his putting has not been great up until last week. And that is his bread and butter, right? That's when he's 10 feet away, that's a guy who you're like, I'm fine. I can just switch off. Like he's going to make that putt. It's been a little suspect recently since the Memorial up until then, but I love Cam Smith. Yeah, it's a great play. Love it.
Wow.
You hear that, Kramer?
Wow.
Great play.
And now I'm wondering if I'm going to regret, because I did kind of a little bit of a late swap here. And I was going to play Zalatoris, but it seemed like he might be fairly popular. I don't know. So I went.
He's actually not going to be popular.
Oh God damn it! Then I might like him more because I ended up playing the dude who just won the. So I played Fitzpatrick.
I like Fitzpatrick better. You're
okay,
fine.
Perfect.
You're fine.
So again, we're focused on what form, and Sean, it's all about getting these guys who are playing in good form. Obviously, an English guy is going to want to definitely win the British Open, right? You definitely want to win the British Open if you're from England. And I mean, I feel like his, not to, I'm getting tickled talking about DFS floors. His floor is high too. I think he's super high. He performs, and when guys can perform around the hole, that's just
oh man, Ryan, come on.
It's gonna help you. It's gonna help you get to the weekend. It's too easy. So yeah, you like Fitzpatrick. That's great.
I do. So I actually hate Fitzpatrick. I just hate him as a golfer. He drives me nuts. He has braces.
Like a little bit.
He has braces. He wears Skechers. He's English and he won in Boston. It makes me very upset. Yeah. And like he never seems to make enough birdies. But listen, he's got a solid Open history. It's fine. I think he's better than Zalatoris. I like Zalatoris when you have to have longer irons in, and I know he's a major killer or whatever. But I would take Fitz 9 times out of 10 over Zalatoris. The ownership is minimal.
6 out of 8 top 10 Zalatoris. It's pretty crazy. Although you could, you would argue.
Yeah, but these are different type of courses. Right, it's different courses. Like it's. I don't feel like he's going to be able to capitalize
I feel
on
good.
his strengths.
I feel good. I made the right late swap. We're all good. I left a couple bucks on the table, and so far,
always got to leave bucks on the table, man.
So far, I feel like I got a couple nice Escalades sitting there near the top of my my board, and I like on to number 3, Sean. A lot of pressure because I know I'm closing strong. So you're up.
Here we go.
Let's go.
This man on his theopen.com player history profile. Actually, this is a great little quiz for Capper. Okay. Under special interests, he lists fire knife dancing. What golfer am I talking about?
Fire knife dancing?
Oh shit! This is a fun question.
It's his hobby.
And we know
what's the price range?
I know who it is. I know who it is. Can I guess?
I'll say it's in the 8,000 range.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Fire Knife Dancing.
It's not Tommy Fleetwood.
No, it's definitely not Tommy Fleetwood.
It's Louis Oosthuizen, right?
Is it Louis?
No, it's Tony Finau.
Oh shit! I have him too. Fuck.
You're gonna have to get different somewhere.
Oh no,
down low.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Like, I mean, you're at probably like 60%, close to 60% ownership with 3 guys.
Oh, that's not good.
But listen, I'm fine. Listen, Finau's like, he's a great play, right? Awesome iron player, great open history. Like, yeah,
never missed the cut. What are we getting? Are we just hammering Tony Finau to make the cut? Is that bet worth the capper?
No, because you're fucking paying like -200, and golf's fucking stupid, and the guy can hit the wrong mound 6 times and he's fucked. Like, you know, no, you don't need the juice on that shit. No, absolutely not. But
so I love Tony Finau. In your case against Tony Finau is just DFS wise, he's going to be completely chalky.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the top. So you have out of your 3 picks, you have 2 of the 5 highest players owned. So you're gonna have to get different somewhere. And Cam Smith isn't exactly a pivot either. Like he'll probably end up like 7th or 8th highest.
All right, so I have,
I don't have Rory. I don't have Scotty Scheffler. And
right, look. I mean, look. I'm curious to see where your build's going.
Yeah,
let's put it that way. I want to see who you're picking down low. Like I want to see where that's gonna go. Like because you spent a lot of money. Like we're good. Like I want to see where it's gonna go.
Wow,
Kramer,
Sean's getting.
Make your case for Tony Finau.
Sean, why are you getting defensive? Because Tony Finau is a fucking gamer. Like if there's one dude like I would want to bet on tour, whatever the physical activity is, Tony Finau. Again, links golf is about confidence, between the ears shit. He knows he can play well. I do think that I'm sure upon further analysis this is probably true, but the variance on bets this weekend must be more fun with the potential for weather to be really, really, really silly. So I would imagine you can have some fun with like some long shot make cut type stuff, or maybe even some like long shot miscut stuff. But yeah,
so the books are always so scared of that shit. They don't post anything that's worth a fuck.
Oh,
it's so annoying.
Wow.
It's annoying. I don't know. Like it just like I only have 2. I already told you the made cut one. The only miscut prop I have is Paul Casey, because fuck Paul Casey.
I like
110. Plus 110.
And so the other one you gave out was Woods, Spieth, and Xander, all to make it a plus 150.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Like, who's not rooting for those guys? If you're rooting against Tiger Woods this week, turn the fucking TV off, you asshole.
Oh,
like that's it.
Goodness.
Well, is he going to have that same sort of redemption action? I feel like
he made the cut at Augusta
now.
He made the cut at Augusta. He made the cut at PGA. He can make the cut at PGA. He's going to make the cut here. He knows this course like the back of his hand. He's won here multiple times. Like he's on record saying it's his,
worse, right?
Yeah, he said it's his favorite course. Like he's gonna fucking make the cut like that. If you just want to eat some juice, like it's minus. I think it's minus 120 somewhere. You can find it. Like just for Tiger Woods to make the cut, make that bet. Like
can we just?
What a great bet.
I'm gonna cut in line because I have Tiger next at 7,500. Are you kidding me? Tiger Woods 7,500. Do people forget that?
Wait, who was your last one? Were you on Finau too?
Finau, baby, let's go.
Oh my god. All right. Okay.
Look, Finau, did you, Sean? I have a fun fact for you because your fun fact. How I missed it on my fun fact hunt. I didn't realize he was related to Jabari Parker, cousins. Did you know?
Oh,
that?
really?
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah. So, athlete sending a premier athlete to go conquer the British Open. Listen, Tiger Woods is a play at 7,500, and here's why. Like you said, he loves this course. This is the I mean, I don't know anything about this capper, but I read a breakdown that it's going to be easier for him to walk this course.
Yeah, absolutely. It's flatter. Yeah. That's why I said if he could do it at PGA, he can do it here.
So, am I going to want to root for Tiger Woods? You bet your ass I am. He's fighting communism, aka the Live Tour, right now with his words. This guy is Captain America. Him and Finau are gonna. This was the center part of him, Finau, and Schauffele. Those are 3 American studs who can take down the British Open. So yeah.
All right, so
why don't play Tiger? Is he going to be super popular?
So he's not going to be super popular, right? But I mean, so DK is a game, right? And they got to score, right? So
no.
So Tiger isn't a birdie machine anymore, right? So if he makes the cut, everybody's happy. You cash your bet. But then when he makes a weekend, he gets a little tired. He ends up T40, and he's only made a handful of birdies. He's not going to
hit the wall.
He's not going to pay off. Like he's like, listen, I could
like
be fucking wrong.
Better?
I said the same shit at the fucking Masters, and I was completely goddamn wrong. Right. So, look, throw caution to the wind and play some Tiger. He's not going to be uber popular. But I just don't think he can do it as far as like scoring goes in the DFS system.
I'm raising my hand because I could pivot to Max. I could pivot to 7,900.
So Max Homer's another uber chalky play. You can't afford that.
Nope.
Yeah, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. So
I don't want that shot.
All right, you can't give an impassioned speech for why Tiger's the man. And then be like, oh,
you're staying with
the ownership percentage just scared me off.
You cut me off.
I am not.
I was fucking gonna talk. This is the most important. The younger crowd. I'm sure there's a lot of people on these airwaves right now who. Maybe they know who Howard Stern is, and maybe they know him as a judge on America's Got Talent or whatever fucking show.
Can you imagine only knowing Howard Stern is on that show? I don't think I've ever watched
a lot of people do.
Show.
Well, those people probably never heard when Howard interviewed a former escort or maybe current escort who both had relations with Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods, and when asked who had a bigger dong, it was Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it came out didn't Piper? Who's the skier he was banging?
Lynx Golf is perfect for a huge dong.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, Tiger's the fucking man, no question about it. That's
a fucking quote. Cut that for the fucking social media,
right? Yeah. Listen, I just don't know if he can score enough in the DFS format to make it pay off, but I like it. I want Tiger to do well. Listen, all my money will burn if he wins, but how great of a fucking story would that be?
They measure things in stones over there. He's got some stones in his pants.
All right, Sean, who you got?
I'm on the clock. Hey, if you're staying up late to figure out what the wind is going to be like on the British Open, you're going to need some coffee. How about a delicious cup of trade coffee? That's right. Freshly roasted beans from 60 of the country's best craft roasters, small businesses who pay farmers fair prices. If you care about that kind of stuff, whether your friends call you a coffee snob, I know I'm a diehard coffee guy. I've been drinking this delicious Costa Rican pour over coffee. And it's amazing. I can't wait to be. I know when I get home back to the States, I have some trade coffee waiting in my mailbox. Love when the trade coffee comes because I can literally smell it through the mailbox. That's how strong and delicious the aroma is, and it's dialed in perfectly to my particular taste because you take that coffee quiz, they dial it in for you. Imagine custom coffee. That's right. Trade Coffee has you covered. Right now, Trade is offering new subscribers a total of $30 off your first order plus free shipping. All you got to do is go to drinktrade.com/SGP. It's more than 40 cups of coffee for free. Get started by taking their quiz at drinktrade.com/SGP and let Trade find you a coffee you'll love. That's drinktrade.com/SGP for $30 off. All right.
Sean, that was a beautiful transition.
Exactly.
You're a professional.
You guys are saying I was grumpy before. I'm turning it on. I'm being charming.
Look at you. Look at
that. All right. My next golfer is also someone I'm going to be looking to play as an outright winner at 70-1.
All right.
It's a young gentleman, rising star. He's from Scotland, has the home course advantage. In his 2 trips to the Open Championship, Robert McIntyre has finished 6th and 8th. This is something you need if you're going to take home the claret jug. Robert McIntyre shocks the world, brings home a W. So I'm playing him for 7,800 in DFS. It's a chubby little lad, lefty, love him. Capper, this is a good play. This is my favorite pick.
Oh, is it? Oh, good. Yeah. I'm glad you have.
What's wrong with it? Why don't you like Robert McIntyre?
His form is trash. He's he's
70-1.
Yeah, listen, that's fine. That's fine. 71's a bad number for a guy who hasn't won ever.
Is he chalky?
No, probably not after last week. He missed the cut at the Scottish.
Wow.
He came in 13th at the Irish Open, which is fine. But the field, I mean, that's like me, you, and Sean going golfing, and Bobby Mack coming in second. Like, it doesn't matter. Missed the cut his last two. Over in Europe, 77th at the PGA. At the British Masters, 36th. Like, I mean, listen, if we're doing the Augusta comp, which a lot of people are talking about, he had a good Masters. Okay.
Yes.
He came in 23rd. He's just not a guy that, I don't know. He doesn't make I don't know. I'm not a Bobby Mack guy. My co-host, who is taking a nap right now, loves Bobby Mack typically, and he's even cooled on.
See, come on.
Nah, but he's even cooled on him lately. Like,
really?
Yeah.
For the British though?
Yeah,
British
man.
Open.
Yep. Yeah, I don't love it. But fuck, man, listen, it's fucking golf. Everybody's wrong all the fucking time. Like, whatever. You like Bobby Mack? You like Bobby Mack. It is what it is. So I'm writing Bobby Mack down to miss the cut and bet that. Okay, gotcha.
Well, what is him to miss the cut at?
I don't know. Hang on. I was just breaking your balls. I don't know. I'm not looking it up. It takes too fucking long. Just move on.
Kramer, you're on the clock. What do you got?
Well, I guess if you're not going to play the Irish card, I will. This, first of all, amazing name. Makes me think, without doing any real research, that he's also in my card. Seamus Power.
Seamus.
Is it not Seamus?
Are you fucking serious, Sean?
It's Seamus.
It's Seamus.
All right, I got it right.
Are you fucking serious? Listen. I wanted to name I
wanted to antagonize Capper.
I wanted to name my firstborn son Seamus. Like, I did. Like, I fought forever fucking to try to get my firstborn son to be named Seamus. Like, it was a fight with my wife, and like, we made bets and do all this. Like, all right, if it's a boy, the name is Seamus, right? So she wouldn't do that, but I actually named him Sean. So the closest thing I could get to Seamus is Sean.
I feel like Seamus is the name of a leprechaun. Like, no offense,
Seamus is the name of you know what it means? It's just Jim, bro. It's just James.
Jim.
That's all it means.
Interesting.
That's all it means.
What's up, Jim?
I'm also on Seamus, but Kramer, you go. Why do you like him?
Well, again, what's the theme of this team outside of the dong, the Stones and Tiger Woods pants? The theme is what? Form. And what has this motherfucker done in the majors this year, Capper? Tied for 12th in the US Open, tied for 9th in the PGA Championship, and tied for 27th at the Masters. He's also Irish, so he's coming to conquer the British Open. I'm sure he calls it the British Open.
It's in Scotland, so I mean, Scottish and Irish.
They don't like each other. I watch Braveheart. I understand how this works.
But Scottish and Irish like each other.
I do think that he's probably going to need to stand behind Tony Finau if a fight breaks out. He does look a little bit like a full-grown leprechaun.
He's lanky.
Yeah, a little worried about the drip meter on this guy. Well, maybe Jason Day will need to stand on the side and hold a towel for him. But yeah, we'll go with Seamus Power 7,400.
I hate him.
I wanted to grind Capper's gears. I knew he get. Look at how mad he got.
He hates when you're not proud Irish, Sean. It's not him.
Oh, come on. Every winner of the last 9 Open championships were inside the top 40. That nugget courtesy of Steve Shermer, and Seamus is just inside that top 40. At number 37, I also like him. Not to tip my hand too much, but I think he's also a fun outright. Are you co-signing Seamus here? Your Irish bias aside.
My Irish bias aside, which is very hard to do. But listen, he's a great play. Problem is, you guys haven't picked anybody. That's not chalky yet.
What do you mean?
Other than
Tiger Woods,
other than Woods and Bobby Mack, but Woods is going to get steam from the fucking norms.
Fitzpatrick, he's chalky.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Yes. He's on a heater.
Come on,
he just won the US Open.
This is the
His
bit.
name's Fitzpatrick.
We're novice. We're not the experts. That's why you're here. We're the novice. We're the guys making lineups on the toilet, as Levitan likes to say. I bet you my last guy's different.
All right. So Seamus probably listen, he's good with his wedges from 125 and in. He plays well at majors. listen, you would have to assume he's comfortable with links courses, being Irish, right? Growing up playing over there. And he is a very, very solid putter. So listen, I love Seamus. I got him at a top 20. I don't have him as an outright, but I do have him in a top 20 play. But yeah, you guys got to get cute here on your next one to get different.
He seems disappointed. I feel like if Steve were here, he would be articulating his disappointment in a more clear fashion. I just feel like
you're just too fucking chalky. I mean, how more articulate do you need? You're just too chalky.
All right, here we go. I'm going to take a step back to take a big step forward and get real different.
Come on,
going Irish, back-to-back leprechauns.
I don't like this leprechaun shit. You giddy prick.
Is that does feel? Is it derogatory? Because
it's derogatory. Is Dago, Guinea, Wop? Is all that shit derogatory towards you?
Every single Italian slur is okay to make fun of all the time.
It's fine. You break my balls.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying the leprechaun factor is real. Well, and this dude has fun fact: the World Series of Poker going on right now. And his cousin wants a main event champ, Mr. I don't want to say it like a leprechaun, Capper. Is it Patrick?
Oh, Padraig Harrington? Padraig?
No, is it Padraig? That's not how you say it.
That's exactly how you say it.
Padraig, not Padraig. Not
bro. I'm from Boston, and my A's sound different. Padraig. What do you want from me? Yeah, Padraig.
It's not Padraig. That sounds Russian. Anyway, I'm taking Harrington. He's 6,700.
Okay, old man just won the what the fuck the goddamn major for the old people.
Yeah, and I actually have a nugget. So he apparently still smashes and is the top driver on the senior tour. Yeah. So he should be able to, like, he's not going to be one of these guys like who's the German that Bernard Lang. He comes around slapping it around like a high school chick hitting from the minor tees. But yeah, so I'm anyway going Harrington, taking an old guy. Again, I dipped into the 6,000s barely. I did leave some money on the table. And yeah, I thought, taking two Irish guys made a lot of sense to me, especially again, sometimes especially when the weather's bad, doesn't like crazy shit happen and you just want a guy who's done the thing before.
That's why we always talk about the weather stacks, but we don't know what the weather's going to be yet. We have no idea what it's going to be. So I don't hate the Padraig pick. I don't hate it.
He is all right. I pulled up some stuff. First in driving distance, third in birdie average.
He's not first in driving distance
in the senior tour.
Oh, in the senior tour,
second in ball striking, third in all around. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's fine.
Too much justification. Am I overselling it?
Yeah, you're overselling.
Okay,
dude. You're overselling. I don't want your product.
Did I get different?
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of.
I mean, you're not going to forget this one.
All right, Capper. I'm down to two golfers: Harris English or Danny Willett. What's the play?
So, man, this is cheap. So
this is bullshit.
I've been on. So I saw a SPAC from Harris English a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
and the guy was a world class golfer a year ago. He was on the goddamn Ryder Cup team. He had a bunch of injuries and came out, shook the rust off. Still made the cut. Played well 2 weeks ago. I like Harris English this week. He's one of my guys.
Let's go.
Yeah, I like Harris English, and I wanted to be on him early. And I feel like that Karen who called him in because he had like a ripped putter grip, and they made him re-grip it, and he lost everything for like 6 weeks. Kind of sent him behind the 8-ball. But yeah, I'm on English. I like English. Play English. I like English.
An American going to win the British Open. I like that angle.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck the British. Fuck those labby pricks.
No, he was last time he played 19th place at the Travelers. He's top 40th overall, which is something you have to be if you have
which is crazy because of how much time he had off too. Like I'm telling you, man, like English is a sneaky play. I have him in a matchup. I got him in top 20. Like I like him in DFS a lot. Like it's a sneaky play. I like it.
All right. let's close things out with our locks. Of course, our locks brought to you by IPVanish, your lock when it comes to internet security. Just go to IPVanish.com/SGP, 70% off their annual plan. Are you kidding me? Lock up your internet security, data privacy, hide your location. It's a VPN that does it all, doesn't slow you down. And you can use it on unlimited devices. IPVanish.com/SGP. Kramer, what do you got for the good folks?
Well, what the?
We got.
Sorry. I was there. There was some activity going on outside. I was just, it's late. Anyway, first round leaders is where I'm going to start.
Getting shut out. Are you safe? Blink twice if you're okay.
I'm okay. I'm going Harrington 90-1 first round leader. I'm going Tiger Woods 65-1 because screw you, Capper, first round leader. And I'm also going to throw, just so I can say his name again, give me Seamus, who's 65-1 on the first round leader. I'm also going to head over to the top 20 and I'm going to take my man, Tony Finau plus 160.
Like it.
Felt like a very, very fair price to buy him. I'm also in the top 20 market. Is it greedy to once again play Seamus at plus 225?
His name's not fucking Seamus. No, I mean, that's fine. What was it? Plus 225?
Yeah.
You might want to shop that a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'll shop. And then the last, because Sean's going to make me give out an outright. I'll save the outright. Here's the question. Does Xander stay hot or does my man Tony Finau 35-1?
No, stop. You can go get him. You can get him at 50-60 anyway right now.
Tony Finau 50-1 to win the British Open, an American on away soil in Scotland. The clans fall to Tony. Maybe Tiger Woods wins. Can we have Tiger Woods with a lead on Sunday, please, so the internet can break?
Absolutely not. But there's gonna be some live guys who hopefully will be in the mix, and then we can get some really good television.
Who's the best live guy to be in the mix for content?
For content, and who I think will actually do it is probably Patrick Reed.
Do people in Scotland have a take on the live tour? Are they anti-live?
Probably not. Well? Nobody in America fucking gives a shit about the live tour. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. Only us golf nerds who cover this shit give a shit. Can
I suggest they hire a slightly higher quality like Photoshop team to make the team logos?
The logos are bad, bro.
It's like the weird, crappy panda avatars that you see on the internet. It's like we can do better. Like we as a collective can do better here.
It's like they hired who's the mascot you hate, Sean? What's his name? Floppy?
Oh, the Blob.
The Blob
cost them the first ever USFL championship.
Sean's been working hard on his card right now. Either that or he's neck deep in some blackjack hands.
It's blackjack hands.
Yeah,
no, I was waiting for Ryan to finish.
He's in Costa Rica. Blackjack's legal all the way.
Clip it. Sean was waiting for Ryan to finish. Clip it.
Oh, come on. That's not the first time we've said
you're gross, Capper.
Yeah, this is a family show.
So obviously, this is a spite play. Give me Robert McIntyre to win it all. I mean, he's from Scotland.
That's fine. I'll take your action. How much you want?
Oh,
or do I just take? I'll put 100 on it.
Wait, it's 71. That means I'll use $7,000.
Yeah,
I'll still take it.
Oh, this feels unofficial.
Or do I put some of him? Do you like him as a first round leader? Can I tuck into that?
Yeah, you can tuck me in the first round leader.
Okay, so get him on first round leader. Could price that out, but it's probably similar. And then our boy. Seamus Power to enrage Capper, like him as an outright. I keep looking at these chalky plays.
I'm not Irish. It is Seamus, right?
Yes, it's Seamus. Yes, it's fucking Seamus. Jesus fuck.
No, this is funny.
Capper, you're fun when you get angry. Is it as simple as Cam Smith to win?
Yeah,
I don't love that. All right, Cam
what
Smith
can you get? Are you looking at 30, 28?
How
Yeah,
how low is the number too low to eat the number on Xander?
I mean, I ate it at fucking 15.
Ooh, that's
it's gross. It makes you feel gross.
Yeah,
that's so gross.
That's
15 to 1
even,
is disgusting. Yes, but I still took it. I don't give a shit, and I laid 2 football bets on it.
That's barely a 4-teamer with a couple money lines in there.
Right.
Cam Smith, I'm seeing at 25 to 1 right now.
I still take it at 25. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So throw him in as my chalky play, and then I'll do McIntyre and Sheamus both as first round leaders and to win outright. I think that's a solid card.
I like it. That's fine. It's fine.
All right. Give us some picks before we let you go here.
All right. So we're going to get DJing with first round leaders.
Yes.
So Rory.
Okay.
At 20 to 1, you get 2 to 1 on the number for him to come out fast, which he typically does at majors. And it's better than his to win the whole fucking tournament. If I can get him for 1 round, he's got a decent tee time, good group with him. 20 to 1. Xander, same thing. 28 to 1. Oh. Spieth, 28. And then we want to go a little deeper down the board. Patrick Reed, just for pure golf Twitter meltdown. Give me some Patrick Reed at 80 to 1, a live guy. And then Muniz, you can catch him at 90 to 1. He's always a first round leader play for me. And then Tommy Fleetwood at 50 to 1 and Cam Smith at 40 to 1 for my first rounds. If you want to get cute with some some exotics, you can do all top 20s, Spieth, Shane Lowry, Joaquin Niemann, and HV3, who's Haravarna the third for guys who don't know. That pays 50 to 1. All those guys should be in contention. Spieth and Lowry are favorites. Niemann's a really young cat, plays well, just did well at the Scottish. HV3 has good course comps to this, and he plays well. And he actually withdrew from the Scottish to go play a bunch of actual true links courses with Shane Lowry. So give me that at 50 to 1. I already said miscut Paul Casey plus 110 because fuck Paul Casey. And then my outrights are. I only got 3 this week, man. This is a big boy. This is a big boy tournament, man. Only big boys are gonna win it. Oh. So I ate it. Fuck it. I took Smith at 30. I took Spieth at 16, and I took Xander at 15. That's it. And I got 2 football bets on Spieth and Xander, and then Smith is just a regular football bet. So that's it.
I love that you refuse to use the word unit, just football bets.
Yeah, like football bet. It is what it is, right? Like fucking, you throw $100 on something, that's a football bet, right? So it is what it is, right? So $100 on that, and then so it is what it is, man. Fucking, I'm excited for it. I'm up late anyway, seeing how I'm the only the co-host who could be up this late. The tee times tomorrow night are like 20 minutes from now. Like I was gonna say, I'll be up.
What time does it start? How late?
1:15 a.m. tomorrow night.
East Coast.
Baby.
Wow, Sean, we really, I mean, at least we will be on the East Coast. Dang.
Yeah, you'll be in Manhattan
watching some golf middle of the night. There we go.
Come on.
All right. Let's do it.
Boys.
Make sure you follow Boston Capper. Subscribe to the Golf Gambling Podcast. Follow him on Twitter at Boston_Capper. Check him out in the newly minted Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Sure, there's going to be a lot of chatter in the golf channel over there this weekend. Kramer, play us out.
Oh shit! I'm on the wrong page because I was looking around for the I was looking for the Rocky theme earlier for Tiger Woods. That's what was going on.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green. He is Ryan.
You can follow me at Kramer Centric.
Kramer, let it ride.